Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. Bringing you Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Tackled at the 14, not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a first down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's got his man wide open. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion. And the Badgers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Solid debut for this offense. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Here's the point after it's out. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the 1st down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Defense is coming after him. He's running out of time here. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. And the Badgers line up on 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to throw it deep. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around them.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Receiver makes the grab, and they get him down after the completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Going after, knocked right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's McDonald. He's got an opening. Watch out, he's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. The kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The App State offense goes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Fights through a tackle. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. Sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Give it to the back again. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackle, but 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
See if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on 3rd down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. At the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Keeping it on the ground here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. An important third down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Badgers. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Oh, he's missed it. Extra point is no good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The App State offense goes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He drew a pick six in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Mountaineers. It was a foot race, and he won it. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. And the Badgers hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Caught over the middle. It's Jamania. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in his first half.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. And the Badgers will have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he scores. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That strong coverage there to tackle him at the 11-yard line. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Running back has it on a screen now. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Caught quickly. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He finds his man. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oof. The risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down. But what will be the play call?
Got it.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught near the goal line. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The App State offense goes back on the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. And the quarterback dropping back. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They stop him right at the 24.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. catch made across the middle by the running back. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And the Badgers bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Appalachian State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
To the wideout. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Brings up.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. He's got it out of the 25. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the ball is hauled in. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. 1st and 10 play coming up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Touchdown, Badgers. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. The playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Well, he's got some space here. Brought down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. The App State offense goes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on...
Fired into a tight window and picked off. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, App State. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
21.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He stays alive. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Moving past the 25. Quarterback in the clear. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
The PAT is no good. Wow. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. And the defense makes some adjustments. Finding space at the 20. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up to the 36 in its first down. And he drops back in the gun. Close to the tight end. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter play. The score, Wisconsin 54, App State 21.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's that defense shifting again. Oh, a reverse. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Intercepted in the end zone. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Critical mistake by the defense sets up a 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it falls incomplete.
The receiver is incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
That one sails too far out of bounds, incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. Looks left and finds his target there. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Automatic in the PAT. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. He shreds the tackle. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The shotgun running play call. He's found some room with the 45. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Badgers. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The App State offense goes back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Pressure is coming. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense...
Touchdown, Wisconsin. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away.
Wisconsin, 68. App State, 28.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. We pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Loses one. Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion now. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On the play. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Badgers will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The out-of-state offense goes back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure